Yo, what's good, y'all? We here. No Mercy TV.
Hello, everybody.
Mr. and Mrs. Mercy's here. Tay Roc and Shotty Horroh beef Backout with Apex. Premier League, etc. UK, whatever the fuck is going on. What? All right. First thing first. The battle was supposed to be going down, I guess, the same weekend as Summer Impact Reloaded. Supposed to be on the 7th. And pretty much all of the UK card was URL guys. Mike P was on it. Chef Trez was on it. Twerk was on it.
Rock
was on it. Pretty much everybody backed out the card. Now, this is the biggest issue right here, the issue with Tay Roc. Now, I watched the stream that they did. Shotty Horroh was on the stream, and they was basically saying how they initially was in talks with Loaded Lux, but I guess he was taking, and Tay Roc was one of the people that had reached out and said he'd be down to do it. A lot of fans was requesting it, so he took the initiative, I guess, and reached out. So the battle gets locked in. Now, here's the thing. I haven't seen the contract, so I don't know what the specifics was as far as promoting, et cetera, but they did say that Roc went the extra mile to do a promo video and stuff like that.
Okay.
So he basically gets to a point where he's unresponsive and not promoting, which happens with battlers sometimes, especially when they got other shit that, Roc just had Summer Impact and everything going on. Now, you're still supposed to be attentive to your emails and responses when you're in business with people. I'll give them that. But at the same time, they got to a point now where I don't know how it came about that Roc sent the money back. I don't know if the BS online started and then he sent the money back, or if he just woke up and said, hey, here's your bread back. So, he sends the bread back, which when it comes to battle rap, getting the bread back is like the most frustrating thing you can deal with as a league owner. Speaking as a person who dealt with that. A lot of these guys are broke, don't really have a lot of money. You have to chase these guys around for a million years to try and get your money back from a deposit you paid. And I'm talking about $200 and $300 deposits that you pay these guys, and you're getting a runaround. So you pay somebody like Tay Roc $2,000. What's good? Caps, fuck you. Caps is an asshole. You look like you eat a bowl of hamburgers for breakfast. RoboCop, if you don't get the fuck out of here with your prosthetic arm, looking like Captain Hook in the arm and all that. But for Tay Roc to get sent $2,000 and he just sends you back the whole $2,000, cool. He sends you back the $2,000. Now, what people are talking about is like, okay, what about the fans that paid for flights and tickets, venue costs, et cetera, et cetera? So, if this is a concern that you have, the next step would be tallying up the damages. What people are canceling tickets because Roc is not on the card, et cetera, et cetera. You tally up those damages, and then you come back to Roc and you say, yo, these are the damages that we suffered because you backed out of the battle. This is a number, and this is what we need for us to fully rectify it. We appreciate you sending the deposit back, but unfortunately, we took more damages than just the battle not going down. So wouldn't that be the proper way to...
All right. Well, for me, from what you're telling me, from my standpoint, and I would have to investigate as to when was this battle locked in. Was it locked in before the whole Summer Impact card, or was it locked in after Summer Impact?
Well, they said January.
And when was Summer Impact locked in?
Who knows? URL work on a weird schedule, so it's like when it comes to like deposits and stuff, from what I hear, I'm not saying for sure, but from what I hear, people get paid out in like certain, let's say you behind on your rent or something like that. You might hit Sniper Beasley, yo, effed up right now, need a little something. That would constitute as your deposit for an upcoming battle. Mm-hmm. It doesn't specify which battle, but it's like, okay, we doing this for you. You owe us a battle. Like all these times they bailing Surf out of jail, I'm pretty sure he owes them battles based off of that.
All right. But for me personally, I feel like URL has a big part to play in a lot of these, issues that are going on, because you can't hold people hostage. Mm-hmm. Like if Roc wants to go and make money elsewhere, he should be able to make it.
Which he's been doing.
I feel like you need to have certain kind of permissions from URL.
Nah, because when he did them 2 UW battles last year, mm-hmm. and when he did Bullpen, I'm pretty sure it wasn't no like.
I mean, but you have to understand the people that run those leagues are people that actually fuck with URL. Arsenal,
not UW.
Arsenal.
Nah, that.
So.
Nah.
Oh.
Well, far from it.
All right. Well, how about John?
Of course.
Okay. So, I feel that
Roc and Smack actually had a public fallout over the UW shit.
All right, but you have to understand, when you are being backed by Smack, anything that he says goes, because you're trying to further your career and you feel like this is the only place that you can do it.
The most respected.
Yeah, the most respected. Can't copy respect. Can't do this. But still in the formula of going out OT from all these other smaller leagues.
You're wilding right now.
But saying that you can't copy respect, but RBE went OT, you went OT.
Nigga said sound like a slave master.
Like, I'm not lying. Like, yo, even Queen of the Ring went OT, and now all of a sudden URL wants to go OT, traveling. Trap New York goes OT every other weekend.
We've been going OT for years, man.
And now Smack wants to go OT. Fuck out of here. Much respect to them for what they've done, but really, come on. It doesn't really matter where it matters what you say on what league. You understand? And Roc doing that, I really hope he hasn't really shot himself in the leg for doing that. Because what if, God forbid, one day there's no more URL? And now you done messed up your relationship with these guys in London, giving you all this play because of a Smack situation.
So you think he'll fuck up future business out there?
A lot of people are fucking up future business opportunities because of URL. A lot of people. Because let's just say URL is no longer here. We wake up tomorrow, Smack, Beasley, they just throw in the towel. They're no longer a part of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Jay Legend, what up?
Who else do you have? If you messed up your relationship with RBE, ARP's not going to let you back on. I'm pretty sure Organic and Gully not fucking with you if you messed up their card. Come on, like, you're costing people money. Because they've already... I can understand if Tay Roc had done this before the card dropped, before the flyer was put out, before it was advertised that he was going to be on there. No. If you know something, you got to put... There should be like a clause in your contract that says that you need to know when everything is going to drop, so I know how to move, just so everyone is protected. You understand?
But see, here's the thing with contracts. A lot of times, in some people's contracts, those things are actually verified. Like, yo, if you're going to back out, make sure it's done before this date, or if you don't, then
And honestly,
shit like that.
we can't as fans get excited about certain cards. The next thing you know,
they should have marathon mercy these dudes acting like it's a sprint. I agree. I agree. They taking the temporary money for, to do like.
No, but I'm just like, I just get really pissed off when I see a card on a different league with URL people from URL. And then next thing you know, they're not there no more.
Here's another thing. And I'm saying this as a league owner who's had to deal with the bullshit from booking. I mean, like, bullshit with Trap New York battlers going to URL and battles on the Trap getting blocked. Like, once niggas reach URL, leave them alone. Do not book them. Because chances are, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem even with getting the deposit back, getting your battle done. Like, it's just a headache that you just want to avoid. Like, the people from URL that I booked because they came to me saying they wanted to get booked. Like, the dumb nigga Snake Eyes. Like, I went to an event from his home league. He seen me and said he wanted to come to the Trap. I wasn't hunting him down. I never tweeted a Snake Eyes battle. I never posted on Facebook about a Snake Eyes battle. I don't even think the nigga's that good. You understand? So I never wanted to book him. But when I seen him at the joint, he said he wanted to come to the Trap. So I'm like, okay, when I follow up, and then you take a deposit, and then that was, I'm on pay-per-view, and I'm going to need more money. It's like, yo, what kind of sucker shit is that niggas doing? You know what I mean? So I stay away from them niggas. I just don't book them.
I don't mean to, like, again, respect to Smack and Weasley for all that they have done with battle rap, but at a certain time, you gotta let other people eat. I mean, because everyone in battle rap feels like battle rap is this huge world. It's really, really small compared to what is going on in hip hop. Like, in hip hop, the top tier battle rappers in battle rap is like lower tier in hip hop.
Yeah.
So, first of all, y'all need to calm your shit down, okay?
Like, there's low-tier niggas in hip-hop who make way more money than the top-tier battle rappers make.
So, first of all, calm it down. Don't be greedy. Everyone needs to eat.
What's up, No Mercy? Peace to you and the missus. Hulk, what up?
And I'm just like, it really pisses me off. It really pisses me off especially when you've had to deal with that same nonsense. Like, especially when freaking Norbs was running shit.
Don't even. We stay away. We going.
Really, Norbs?
That's one of the people we stay away from mentioning on No Mercy TV.
No, I'm gonna mention him because I have a problem with my husband being upset because of you fucking up money.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you're the only fat guy that can be eaten. Okay? You and your triple, quadruple chin. Thank God you live in Atlanta now. That's your Atlanta's problem.
Yeah.
So now you can fuck up Bullpen and all the other Southern leagues.
No, you wildin'.
Like, no, leaving us the fuck alone.
But yeah, that's always what it's been about. Like, battle rap has this thing where it's like everybody want to have this camaraderie thing, but they want to have camaraderie to an extent. Like, they want to have camaraderie and morals as far as what benefits them. Like, they want everybody to have morals when it comes to their shit, but when it comes to everybody else shit, they can just do whatever they want. You understand? And it's one of the things in battle rap that is wrong. You understand?
And you have to look at one battle. If you guys want to see exactly where I feel like everything I'm saying right now was solidified and was verified was when B-Dot and Emerson Kennedy rapped.
Oh, yeah.
So B-Dot spit some bars about URL and the whole URL versus Canada, whatever, that situation. But B-Dot made a lot of sense.
Yeah, he damn sure did.
Because he said that it only matters on this plantation.
It's still a plantation.
Exactly.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? And it's
been like that everywhere you go in the Black community. And I don't want to make it racial or bring it back to social stuff, but it's like you're in a gang. And because you're in that gang, you can't go and do something else with another gang. Because it only matters on this gang. And if you don't fuck with this gang, that's it. Your life is over. They're going to cut your life source. They're going to cut your lifeline off. And that's it.
The problem I have with that whole mentality is that it's not enough money in battle rap to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, when people are offering you money to show up and do what you love, you need to be taking it. Like, it's not, this battle rap money not going to last forever. You understand? Like, YouTube getting low, ticket sales are dwindling for a lot of leagues, like outside of the big leagues. It's like, yo, it's not enough money to just like, y'all not getting signed NBA contracts to just like stay in one place and not ball overseas and stuff like that. Like, when you sign an NBA contract, they're giving you millions to just stay down with them. They're going to put you in a nice house in LA.
Yeah.
You're going to be good. Your kids can go to school and they're going to make sure you all situated. But it's like in battle rap, no matter how much money you get, this shit's still a hustle. You feel me? So, you know, people shouldn't be denied the right to get money in other places. But like I said, to alleviate yourself of the issues, if you know that there's a constant thing with URL and they battlers always getting in some bullshit with their battles getting blocked and stuff like that, as a league owner, do yourself the favor. Do not book them niggas. Do not book them. That's really the only thing. You know, eventually you got to take accountability and say, okay, if I know, like, it's like the people that still in 2019 book clean paper. If you know for a fact you done seen a million issues with clean going back and forth with people online and league owner saying he ain't show up and this, that, and the third. If you still decide to go and book him in 2019, you're a fucking idiot. It's like it's no you know about his issue with not showing up. Like the last issue he had with some dudes upstate. The nigga got on radio and said, "Yo, I know you be no showing niggas, but I'm going to book you anyway."
Why? I mean, like, I need money for my car payments. Like, you can help me out if you just trying to throw.
If you want to just throw away money, we need all of it. Look, I'm here in a rusty t-shirt. Like, I need some new Hanes t-shirts, man. Like, throw me the money. You feel me? Like, I need some new camera,
equipment.
For real. Same with New Jersey Twerk. New Jersey Twerk actually put out a public tweet, you know, basically apologizing for not showing up and, you know, pretty much showing love to the whole situation. This is the problem. Roc and Shotty Horroh got into a whole back and forth about fighting and suck my dick and, you know, all this other stuff. And it's like, if Shotty Horroh represents this league, he's going about it the wrong way. You understand? Like, the whole public show back and forth and stuff like that. And I understand because I've done it before. I've had my moments where I've had issues with people and I wouldn't even say brought it to a public space, because usually it's them that bring it to a public space and I just respond publicly because that's where they brought it. But as a business owner, like I was saying before, you approach Roc, Roc approach you, yo, I can't do the battle, I'm sending y'all deposit back. Cool, you're not doing the battle, we got to put out a public statement saying you're not doing the battle. Whatever damages we have to receive from this event not going down. Like they say, venue costs, return ticket sales, etc. We need something extra from you to, you know, just as a kind gesture to help with the damages that we're going to suffer, even if it's an extra, what, $200-300, you know, whatever it is. And then when he comes back and says, you know, whether or not he going to do it, then you proceed from there. But if the dude just returned the deposit and you didn't even give him the option of helping out with the damages, then what can you really say? you just went immediately into tough guy mode or whatever. Like, that's where I feel they were wrong at. You know, I'm never condoning backing out of battles or stealing deposits and everything, but there's a process for everything. The process is not always go to social media, put someone on a blast or threaten them or curse them out. Like, that's not part of the process if you want to actually get shit done. Now, if they happen to do that, if they happen to initiate things in that manner, then fine, completely understandable. But on your end, as the business owner, the entrepreneur, whatever, you're not supposed to do that. You know, you're supposed to take things in steps, and, you know, that's always supposed to be a last resort if, you know, no other conclusions can come. And what I'm looking at between both parties online and stuff like that, I'm looking at what I see. I see that Roc return the bread. That's the first step to fixing the situation. So when I see Shotty Horroh threatening them and calling them names and stuff like that, and I see the league owner putting out screenshots and stuff like that, it's like, what's the point? He returned the bread, then you do the next step in trying to fix the situation. So,
all right,
it's just crazy.
I can understand why Shotty Horroh and the league would have done this, because you don't know what they are going through. So Shotty, I saw on the card, it said the return of.
Mm-hmm.
So this is his return battle.
Yeah, he ain't battling in 4 years.
So maybe he's sitting on a few bars and he needs to let them off. And he felt like maybe all of his bars, maybe he had like a whole gimmick that he was going to put on. You never know, like, what is going on in that person's head. And I know that in the world of business, it is not good to show your emotions, but when you are somewhat emotionally invested, which is what sounds like happened.
Well, artists are always emotionally invested in their craft.
No, but maybe this is the battle that he's been wanting for a very long time. And he thought that it was going to happen, and now because of this, it's not going to happen. Now he feels some type of way. Now he's taking it personal, like, oh shit, I came out of retirement for this.
But here's the thing. When you talk about you're still going to sue people and shit like that, it's a lot that the public show can change. Mm-hmm. Like when it comes to court litigation and stuff, because now not only do you have of course, Shotty's gonna be the plaintiff or whatever, or the league gonna be the plaintiff or whatever. Okay, now you have the live that they did together. So I'm talking about on legal documents, right? The owner of the league, who, when it comes to the documents, his league is on paper and everything. If somebody sends a screenshot of the YouTube video, it's going to have the league name, it's going to show the owner, and Shotty Horroh is also in the video. This is a public statement. So to some people, I don't know how court work out there, but it can look like Shotty Horroh is also a representative in the business. So when you look like you're a representative in the business, you can't be on Twitter saying the stuff that Shotty Horroh was saying to him. You see what I'm saying? So now you got that screenshot, you got the tweets back and forth, the DMs, whatever's going out. This stuff can all affect the outcome if you decide to take this to court. And it can actually blow back on you.
I feel you.
So that's what my whole thing is about. Like, doing a public show can definitely make you look like you're in the wrong when you're not. So that's why I feel like they shouldn't have did. They definitely did a lot of stuff wrong.
But Tay Roc, I feel like right now, until URL is able to...
Do you think if Shotty vid didn't come out, Roc would have sent that money back?
Wait, was the money sent back before or after the video came out?
See, that I'm not sure about. Because Roc went on Instagram Live and he showed the picture of the Cash App and him sending the money back. But I didn't see a timestamp on it.
Does the Cash App actually give you a timestamp?
I believe so. But it was on Instagram, so it yeah, it would show a timestamp on it.
And it didn't show on his.
I didn't see it in particular. I didn't. I actually wasn't really on the lookout for it. But
Okay.
it's possible
But
that it definitely timestamps on this stuff.
Okay. Because if there are timestamps, then we would be able to answer that question. But either way, I feel like if you want to continue doing business, you have to at least make sure that the person gets their money back.
Like, this is the thing. I think
it's not going to go. What's the use of you holding on to money and you are not doing the battle? Like, you're not going to do it. Why don't you just, send it back, and they can give it to somebody who is actually serious enough to do that battle.
What I think happened was, you know how today the Summer Impact Reloaded info came out. I think when that came out, you see Monstars is on it, so obviously it's like, okay, Twerk is booked for the UK shit that weekend. So what is he gonna do? So now you essentially begin to start questioning everybody, like the rest of the URL niggas, like, yo, what are y'all gonna do? So I don't know if maybe that announcement has something to do with Roc sending the money back, but
it's really disheartening.
I don't think Smack would stop them from getting to a bag, though. Listen, I'm not gonna say nothing in regards to that, but you trust me, you don't know.
A lot of you guys are mostly watching this from a fan perspective. There are a lot of behind the scene information that you have to know.
And when I'm on the phone with people, a lot of times she's there.
So, I know a lot, like, we are speaking from experience, him firsthand and me secondhand, of him having to experience certain things. So whenever you say that is not always the point.
Yeah, she as a person who just hears remnants of the stuff that I go through, she knows more than she needs to know. So just imagine the stuff I be knowing. And I'm not even a person who pries. I don't call people looking for information. Like, I'm one of them people that information just be falling in my lap. And I tend to find out a hell of a lot. You understand? So.
But it's, I just feel like there's just enough for everyone in this battle rap community to eat.
Nah, I fuck with Twerk. I fuck with Twerk.
I just feel like everyone needs to be, how should I say this? Giving of others. And one thing that really pisses me off about this whole situation, it's not the fact that one person can't battle one another league, this, that, and the third. It's the classic matches that could have happened on a lot of other leagues, but because of one league or one particular person or one particular group, that classic battle has been robbed from you fans.
I definitely was gonna watch that. I can say that.
Like, for me, there's a lot of URL battlers that I would love to see go up against King of the Dot battlers. But I know that certain people will not let that happen. And now, as a battle rap fan, I'm going to be like, well, I'm just going to picture them battling in my head. So, like, come on.
Yeah. So, the whole thing's unfortunate. Like I said, as a fellow league owner, I'm not somebody who ever wants to see people, lose their money and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But overall, at the end of the day, it's a couple things to take from this. One, as a league owner, there's processes as far as trying to rectify situations. You have to take those processes. When a battler sends their money back, which we know most of these motherfuckers are broke, take that as the first step to a problem being fixed. Analyze your damages that are going to come from this, and then reapproach the battler and let them know what the situation is and see if they can help out with damages. That's one. Number two, stop booking URL niggas, man. Stop booking URL niggas. And I even hate the fact that we have to be like this as league owners with them, because when you get to URL and you're getting your name up, you're getting your status up, you're doing it so that you can start getting paid outside of URL. because there's even people that's doing band legacy and born legacy cards that are not getting paid for them, but other leagues are still willing to pay them because of the name that they got. You know, so URL may not be paying, but you got other leagues that's going to see that they moving and might be willing to pay. But with the bullshit that's going on, it can't happen because you're going to get the runaround. You might not get your battle. You might get no show. So, hey, we at a point where just can't book URL names. You feel me?
Another thing that just came across my mind is the fact that, okay, URL is big throughout the world, but there are other bigger kind of battle rap leagues all over, like the battle rap league in Philippines.
Flip Top.
Yeah, Flip Top. Like millions of views for one battle. Like URL numbers can't even come close to the numbers that Flip Top does.
Like Flip Top does 1 million like the first day of battle drop, like out of nowhere.
The PG battle doing millions.
Yeah, the PGs of Flip Top is gonna do 1 million at least.
And then
that's
you
crazy.
have like, then you had what's his name?
Oxy.
Huh?
Oxy.
Yeah, from Russia. Like you have battle rap all over the place. So if you're letting just one particular league hold you hostage, you're never gonna know what the world looks like.
URL still making more money. Have you seen a Flip Top battle and have you seen their crowds? Them Webster Halls and them 2,000 people that URL be having for their venues, Flip Top be having way more people than that at their joints. So I don't know about making more money.
Won't even. MetLife Stadium is not big enough for
a Flip Top event.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. They pack out shit like that. So it's like
you thought Summer Jam had a lot of people? Go to a Flip Top event.
Yeah, that whole thing about and that's the thing because we in America, we only know what's going on over here. Like we don't really take into consideration.
And that's my thing. You need to these battle rappers, you have an opportunity to travel to Australia, to London, to battle in Africa. Go to the motherland. I'm pretty sure that even though we haven't heard of any battle rap, leagues in Africa, they are there.
Wait, how Tay Roc beefing with Shotty? Pretty much the battle that they had coming up in the UK in a couple of weeks, Tay Roc backed out and sent their deposit back. But I mean Shotty's not the league owner, but I guess he's in ties with the league owner because they both from UK. So of course he's gonna have something to say about it.
But I just feel that you need to be smart. And a lot of these people, this is not directed towards the leagues. This is directed towards the battlers. You need to be smart about the money that you're getting. And you need to also understand, a lot of you guys, y'all have kids, y'all have families, y'all want to get married, y'all want to buy houses, buy cars. I mean, and if you got to sit around for a few months, bills are piling up. Come on, somebody's just sending you, all you got to do is just write 3 solid rounds, go over there, perform, get a free trip, you go sightseeing, bring your kids along and your family, win-win for everybody. You bring the family along with you, like, listen, we're in London now. Look at that, Daddy got you traveling around the world.
Yeah.
Look at that as a positive.
Yeah, that's
let's go to Australia. Daddy got to work there, but you guys can go sightseeing while Daddy works.
And that's another thing. Like, if I was an artist that was getting paid to do stuff like that, I'm making it a family thing. Like, whoever's booking me, I'm telling them, yo, book me extra flights.
Yeah,
I'll take a pay cut, but you're gonna book my family so we can, make it a nice little family thing. And that's just what you do. Like when you have those situations, you're not just going over there to battle. Like, you want to make the most out of the situation, whether it's a family thing, whether you want them to book you for a couple of nights so you can stay out there and get some extra pussy or, whatever you're going to do while you're out there. You want to make yourself like, y'all wouldn't be able to travel to these places on your own, like without battle rap. You understand? Like a lot of y'all never been outside of y'all states prior to battle rap. So when you got people offering to take y'all out the country,
some people Some people have never been outside the house.
Yeah. Yep.
Shit.
That's a
Half
fact.
of y'all niggas, if we go to y'all hoods, nobody knows you. We have to describe you in detail.
Issue is that Roc sent it back today when they've been trying to get in touch with him for weeks. Premier lost sponsors and investors because they didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah, that's understandable. That's understandable. But like I said, the damages. You bringing it back to the table. Yo, these are the damages that we suffered. How can you help with that? There's really, once Roc backs out of the battle and says that he can't do it, there's not much you can really do with him afterwards. You can have him put out an apology statement publicly saying he can't make it. Have him return the deposit. Whatever damages y'all gonna suffer, have him help with that. But there's literally nothing else he can do on his end as far as whatever business and whatever goes wrong. You of course you got to be held accountable. And however you choose to hold him accountable, that's something you discuss with him. But when it turns into the whole back and forth shit on social media with the threats going back and forth and the insults going back and forth, it's not really, now you can't do nothing about it. Like the people who done took off work, bought flights and hotels and stuff like that to go see the battle and etc. Shotty Horroh or the league owner beefing with Roc on social media is not going to help with that.
No, it's not.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like, imagine if I took time off of work and I paid for everything, and certain websites you buy your ticket, your plane ticket is non-refundable.
Non-refundable. Yep.
So come on, like, really?
Yeah, like if we did that, me sitting on Twitter seeing Shotty go back and forth with Tay Roc, he threatening to beat him up and stuff like that, that'll make me feel better because Shotty Horroh or the league owner, y'all niggas still need to do something about this trip that I can't get my money refunded.
Exactly.
You understand? So, that's still she makes valid points. But Tay Roc has always been loyal to URL. Of course, he's battled outside URL.
I mean, and it didn't really, but before he wasn't. It started with UW.
Yeah.
UW, him and Sharon.
Yeah.
And that, it's crazy. It took a white boy to.
Him and Arsenal was the first one.
Was Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When Arsenal was talking about his daughter, that was a crazy, disrespectful battle.
On both ends, I thought that's one of the best battles.
I know, but the disrespect.
Yeah.
Even I felt sorry for the kids.
But But that's before that. Roc wasn't, battling outside of that. But listen, man, you're an artist. You build your name. It's time to branch out and go get other money. You understand me?
See what else is out there.
Unless niggas is signing you to some kind of exclusive contract and paying you
on a regular basis.
Yeah,
not just when a battle is coming.
But no,
up.
That's what I'm saying. They're paying you when they're paying you on a regular basis. You're being paid to not take other people's money. So when you sign an NBA contract and you get in them tens of millions or whatever, you're being overly compensated to turn down other people's money. So that's what the extra compensation is for. You understand? It's partially because of what they feel you're going to bring in revenue-wise to the business, but it's also you're bringing in this revenue plus you're going to tell all them other motherfuckers no when they call you for anything.
But I feel that Roc and everyone else on the URL who haven't fully branched out, they really need to. They really need to, and there needs to be some kind of structure. I know earlier you were mentioning some kind of like
a management thing.
Yeah, or like a middle person. Someone who's familiar with all the league owners and says, okay, these are the stipulations for this particular artist from URL. He can do the battle, but you just got to do this for URL. And you get 50% from URL. The other league pays you 50% because now they've acquired the battler that you were looking for.
Well, URL is not going to pay for that, but
but you're going to get paid.
It's basically like this is how it should work. and I'm glad you brought this up because I wanted to do actually a whole separate blog on this. Jay Legend, I appreciate you, man, for real. I want to do a whole separate blog on this, but this is the thing. URL should start a management firm. Pretty much somebody, like she said, that facilitates the business for URL artists and for them to do things outside of that. Like they should have, URL should have concrete dates for when their events are going down. So when management is contacted about these artists, they can say, okay, the artist can't do this date. Do you have any other dates that you would like to book them for? This is the same way management in the music industry works. If there's a show going on, let's say in Cali, and it's on the same day as Summer Jam, it's like, yo, this artist is booked for Summer Jam already. So do you have another something going on that, you can have this artist booked for? Like, do stuff like that.
And especially, and it always, and especially if you're trying to make that artist the main event on your card, you definitely need to have that situated. Because if your main event falls through, then what the hell do you have? Like, you don't have anything else.
Rock is corny and twerk is mad unprofessional. As far as this situation, like I said, I've seen Twerk put out a tweet. So, he's going to try and rectify the situation. So he's at least attempting to do that. But, like I was saying, the whole management thing, that's something that URL might need to look into. And it's not just management for them being booked outside the URL. They need somebody to have to handle merchandise for the artists, all different types of branding stuff, getting the artists' logos done and things of that nature. Like just something that's completely in-house that can still benefit URL, but can also help the artist branch out further than that. And make the artist, a bigger deal, because you don't want these artists to have to. The reason these artists take these battles and are taking these deposits and stuff like that from different leagues is because they're not getting enough money from URL to sustain their life. So it's like you got to tally up what you got to spend for the month as far as bills, and then you say, okay, battle rap wise, I have to make this amount of money to sustain my living situation. So if URL is going to be able to cover that, URL can actually recoup that by merchandise and helping them sign them to where if they doing music, y'all are both splitting the profits. Like, you might help them press up CDs and, things of that nature. Like, it's a whole other thing that URL can do business-wise to make all this shit work. But what I always say is that, it's going to come a day where somebody's going to book one of these guys and they're not going to show up. They're going to take the deposit or whatever. They're going to have a URL battle. God forbid, they're going to show up and then what's going to happen? You're going to have another URL situation that puts a black eye on the culture to where battle rap is damn near going to be banned from everywhere.
Exactly.
And it's not even URL's fault. It's the fault of an artist that did some bad business, but because URL is still choosing to deal with the artist and not without the situation being rectified, some bullshit happened behind it.
And that's why a lot of these battle rappers, they still gotta get, regular 9-to-5 jobs. And, because again, they have families to support. They are basically the main breadwinner for their mom, their sister, their uncle, their brother, their wife, their kids. They gotta be the one to support them. They gotta get the second job. Some of them are still out in the streets hustling. And, that's why they keep, some of them get locked up occasionally. And it's like a catch-22. I got to be out here in the street to get the additional money that I'm not getting from URL, but now I'm getting locked up from going to make money at URL. So, come on, make it make sense for people right now. If and if a lot of these rappers, they live in New York. The price of living in New York?
Not cheap.
Yo, the cost of living in New York right now, crazy. So make it make sense for people.
Yeah, it is one of them things.
And it's not really that hard to help somebody break down their finances if they're smart. And if you are smart, if you're getting $30,000 for a battle, which the top tier people are getting, pay your rental for a little bit, for like 6-7 months. So at least you know whatever you can sit out for 7 months. But yeah, you still got to keep your 9 to 5 because if you drive a car, if you do this, like you got to learn how to balance your money out.
But see, that's the thing with battle rap, right? If I'm an artist, you can't expect me to be on some I'm only battling for you type shit, and I still got to be doing other things to bring in income. That's not. You can't make me have a career mentality with something that's a hobby. Like this is a hobby. This is a side hustle, something that I'm using to bring in some extra cash. You understand? So it's like you can't. If I'm still out in the streets doing these things, I gotta have a job and stuff like that. What am I staying loyal to a battle league for? They're not paying my bills.
It's like me. What I do for work. I go to work and I'm guaranteed every 2 weeks I get a paycheck. With your rel, you're not guaranteed every 2 weeks you're gonna get a check. You're not guaranteed that you're gonna have a big name in the next 2 months. So if let's say King of the Dot comes along and gives you the biggest name on their card, and you got like medical bills, you got your mother needs this surgery and the insurance is not kicking in, you need that money, go take it. Your family is more important right now.
How much you think URL gross a year? I'm not one of them people that really like to count people's pockets, so I can't really put a number on it. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's at least a 6-figure business, but you also got to take into account expenses. They got to pay venues, they got to pay artists, they got to pay travel, they got to pay cameramen, things like that.
I'm gonna say 800,000.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say 800,000.
I can't even put a dollar amount on it. It's just one of them things that's just like priceless to me. You know what I mean? So it's hard to really say.
And how much is your subscription for the
$8?
$8? Yeah, so
they don't have 100,000 subscribers.
No, but I'm just saying, like, from that, the ticket sales, and on top of that, because they're doing OT events, the venues that they're renting in other places are cheaper. So they are recouping the money a little bit faster. Now, if they were to do something in New York, at Irvington Plaza, so that's where you're losing your money.
But that's
not
why
losing,
I say,
but that's
why I say it's so hard to really put a dollar amount on it because you don't know everything that's being factored into. The only thing that's for sure is the app money. Now, the app, you could probably put a dollar amount on because, all right, you know it's $8 a month. You know URL probably got, let's say they got at least 5,000 people that subscribe to that. Mm-hmm. I think 5,000 is a reasonable amount of people. 40,000 a month. Mm-hmm. 4 times 12, that's 48. So you know, at least off the app, they're probably making about 48,000 a year. No, that was 480,000. I'm bugging.
Yeah.
Yeah, 480,000 a year. So
now, and then now you have to account for the YouTube. Then you have to account for the live stream.
But see, that's what I say. These still are all numbers that are like. That's why it's so hard to. That's why I don't count people's pockets. It's just one of those.
And do they still have their partnership with Premium Cigarello?
I haven't seen him.
Al Capone.
I don't think so. So I don't know. I feel like being underpaid isn't an excuse. I'm not mad at people taking a lot of battles. My issue is the lack of professionalism, and I completely understand that. I completely feel like professionalism, you should be A1. You know, anytime I was booked to do something, like as far as battle rap, like there's times I was set to judge joints, to do certain contests and stuff like that. Anything I was booked for and paid, I showed up for. You understand? I've been on the receiving end of bad business, but you know what? I didn't go on social media burning the people out. Like, I just did whatever I had to do, get what I had to get, and then, pull out of the situation. Like, I could tell you
it to me
that I had a bad situation where I was booked to do something in New England when I went up to New Hampshire, and they put me in a hotel and everything, and I was agreed, like, it was a 2-part event, and for the first part I was supposed to get paid a certain amount. I didn't get paid, so when I came back, I pretty much had to finesse him into giving me my first half by saying, okay, when is the second part going down? Okay, pay me what you owe me for the first part. I'll show up for the second part. I got what I was paid for that first part and then show up for the second. How am I gonna know you're gonna have my money for the second part? So I got what you owed me, and then that's it. I'm good. Like, you should have had my shit because this is the thing. When I went up there and he didn't have my money, he introduced me to his bodyguard. Yo, this is my bodyguard. This is my man. Like, all right. But he did that before telling me he didn't have a bread. Get what I'm saying? He did that so I won't punch him in his mouth when he told me. You understand what I'm saying? So, stuff like that. Like, so I made sure when I got back, all right, this is my plan. I'm going to see when we doing the second part. I'm going to tell him, yo, give me what you owe me for the first part, and when you see about the second part, he got me that first part, boom, that was it. When the second part came around, I told him, he asked me, was I coming? I told him straight up, no, I'm not pulling up. You feel what I'm saying? And it sucks that you have to do that to get money that people owe you, but.
I just feel like battle rap right now, we've come really far from, where it was before. Where people had to battle outside and everything.
Like, people battling in venues now. Y'all got heat or AC. Well, sometimes you have AC. Definitely got heat in the building.
Yeah. So I just feel like the whole battle rap community needs to do better. Because, there's still got to be some level of professionalism.
Of course.
Yeah. Still,
there's still a business at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You understand?
Because you never know. And, if you're not professional, and let's just say the league that you work for.
D-Mac, I battle on Premier Battles. Tay Roc is a pussy. D-Mac, speak your mind. What's up? How you feeling about the situation?
Who's he?
I don't know. But he just said it. He, what's the name? Shout out from the UK, by the way.
Ooh, wow. We have UK. Hi, how are you?
But D-Mac, talk to me. Like, what's up, man? You said you battle on Premier Battles. You're not fucking with Rock. Like, what's up? I think the chat is a little bit slow, but we've been promoting this event for 9 months. Yeah, they have been promoting this since the beginning of the year.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when did Summer Impact get?
Summer Impact. This is the thing. Summer Impact got announced not too long before the event. Like, it was probably like early July or late June that Summer Impact got announced.
Publicly, but you don't know when it was like
when it was booked. Yeah. But here's the thing: we knew we was getting a double impact this year because everybody been talking about it for a while. So that's not necessarily that's not really the issue. But yeah, like people were saying, Tay Roc kind of went ghost on them for a little while and wasn't answering and things of that nature. And
But all I could say is that we need to be more professional.
See, like you said, we only found out when the URL flyer dropped that they weren't coming. The JC battle was 50-50. Wow. Oh yeah, JC's on the card too. But JC one of the people, he battle everywhere.
Yeah.
So I can't see JC. I would hope JC not on no bullshit.
But I really feel bad for you guys. And I hope that, so what's gonna happen with the event like this? The whole thing has to be.
Here's the thing: you can't really get back venue deposits and stuff like that. So it's like it depends on what they're going to try to do. If they're going to try to put together a last minute card of just undercard people from the UK, and just try to make something out of that. Venue already paid for.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So, Tay Roc, if you're watching this, you need to help your people out in the UK. Okay?
We still got A-Ward. They still got the A-Ward and Real Deal battles. Okay. So that's a decent.
Okay. Real Deal, A-Ward. They bring out a solid group of people.
Especially in the UK. So might have to do a few UK versus UK matches. Shotty coming to America to get that fade.
Yo. That's crazy.
But yeah, man, you know, we just wanted to stream for a little while, talk about it. Fortunately, I'm about to get ready to go to work, stuff like that. D-Mac, if you got a Twitter, holla at me at NoMercyHarlem. We'll chop it up on the inbox. You feel what I'm saying? You know, we'll get to holla one-on-one. We can talk more about the situation. And you know, just do good business, man. League owners, battlers, if you make a commitment to do something, do it. Go about things the right way. Don't just jump to social media to try to air people out and, you know, things of that nature. Like, we all we got in this culture, man. You feel me? Like, ain't nobody else lifting a finger to try to help us. Like, we're all self-sufficient. Like, battle rap pretty much runs itself, and it's running off the money that people like myself, people like Organic, people like ARP, Smack, Beasley, Peso, and everybody, B-City, it's running off the money that we choose to put into it. You understand what I'm saying? So this
like
one of them
Debo.
things.
You forgot Debo.
Of course, Debo. Come on, that's, you know.
Next thing you know, he's gonna call you to start.
Listen, I'll be naming people till next year. John Doe, Gracie, you know.
John.
Like, even all of the other battlers that assist people with putting these events together and help pay for certain stuff. Like, I've spoke to Hazy before. He was helping our battle put shit together at one point. So, you know, everybody helps to put these events together. So, you know, everybody just gotta treat each other accordingly with a certain respect, and we can get further. But, you know, until that happens, this is gonna be one fucked up culture, man. You feel me? But No Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com.
Mrs. Mercy, how are you?
And
have a good night. I don't know what time it is in UK right now, but whatever you're doing, be safe out there and good luck with everything. How long was that?
Shit, an hour. 57 minutes.